PPP uses arts and crafts on his background and it looks awesome while yours looks low effort. You think that someone who had free time to do arts and crafts as an adult is a sign of skill and or intelligence. If you had told me PPP had kids and he worked with his kids and they worked together and as a family they did arts and crafts and he thought, oh, this would be a nice heartfelt thing to put into my background, then I'd be like, but you're like, no, he's an adult and he made arts and crafts he put into his background. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my honest initial reaction. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, man. Anyway, thanks for another $1. Yikes. Anyway. Let's see here. Boy, a lot of dollars today. How will Wings benefit from this besides more trolls bothering him? Are you paying him? As I already said, I said up front to him, I offered him, to pay him. I said we could split whatever is made on that show. And he said, no, he didn't want it. So that's him. I made the offer. I thought it would be fair. From what he said, all I can tell you is what he said publicly. He said publicly that he is trying to get a boost for his channel. He wanted Battlefield to work. It hasn't. That Battlefield did not take off for him like he had hoped. So he's hoping that this will get more eyes on him and interest, in him. It might. It might not. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. The way I see it, no harm, no foul. If it doesn't work, who cares? Big deal. It's one stream. It's not going to hurt anything. I think what it is once you get to a certain point, you're like, how could it possibly hurt anything? Right? Like, it can't, Okay, let's see. More dollar nonsense. As you know, when it gets to complete nonsense, I don't even read it. See? All right. Anyway, someone did a $2 super chat talking about cry bullies. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Thanks for $2. I don't live online. I don't know what that term means. I don't care. Thanks for $2. Okay. People really have to start understanding something. I've tried to explain this recently. I don't think people get it. So I'm 43 years old. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I grew with an offline existence. So I had friends. I had hobbies, physical, tangible things that I did. I always was playing outside with others, toys, sports. But also, I was also kind of a nerd at the time as well. I was into video games. I was into comic books, collectibles, that kind of stuff. It wasn't until the late 90s when I was already a teenager that the internet took off. And when the internet took off, that's when everyone started to live online. Now, I wasn't full-time back then because there was no way there wasn't enough content. But what happened is over the last 20, 25 years, the world changed. Now, everything is immediately online, instant gratification, news, games, information, everything is online, right? There's entire culture based only online terminology, memes and shit, okay? But I don't live online. Do I have an online presence? Absolutely, I do. I've been a YouTuber for 17 plus years. And before that, even I had an online presence in the Street Fighter community. So obviously I have a huge digital footprint when it comes to being online and all of that. But I have a separation of life between when I'm online and offline. When I'm right now online with all of you, right? This is my stream. This is my business. We hang out. We talk about games. We talk about all kinds of shit. That's my online presence. But the moment that this is off, it's not even in my mind. I'm spending time with my wife and my family, and I'm doing shit that's way more important over here that has nothing to do with what happens inside of this room. Okay? For you, probably just live online 24/7. which is why when you do a $2 super chat and you ask me about, is it fair to call people or call you cry bully? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't care either. I don't care to learn this ridiculous nonsense that you're now pulling out of your ass, some new term that some idiot made up overnight. And now every fucking moron regurgitates it on the internet because it's a groupthink mentality. If we all say the same word and we kind of recognize the meaning behind it, the meme, oh, we're smart and we feel like we belong to something. You do. You belong to ridiculous online antisocial behavior. Your mind is cracked, okay? Like, I don't care what cry bully means. I'm sure it's insulting. I don't have time for you. All right? I have important things to talk about. Okay. See, this I did not see. Buckwell says he hit his wife in a car when she honked at someone. When did that happen? Was that on camera? I've never heard of this. That, like, when was he filming when he was, wait, when he was driving, she was driving? I'm so confused. No, what everyone has heard and seen the clip of is the stupid fat camp nonsense, right? From back in, what was that, March, I think? April, February, March, whatever that was. That's what I've seen, and that's what I think everyone has seen. I don't know about what else you're talking about. See, I don't know anything about that. No. People are saying his friend was in the back seat filming and he slapped his wife's arm. Oh, no. What? Oh, no. Alert the authorities. Quickly. Ugh. How much time do you spend online? Oh, man. How much time do you spend online, folks? Really? Can I ask you that? Oh, my God. My wife canceled her Game Pass Guitar Player. She said she just didn't care about it anymore, and she canceled it entirely. So, yeah. And she ended up buying Car Wash Simulator 2 outright, and she's playing it on the mini PC. So now she can basically just relax and play it at her own pace, not have to worry about Game Pass, availability or whatever. Oh, by the way, thank you to Be More Righteous. You did send some kicks earlier, right? And I didn't put them on the leaderboard. Let me do that now, because you just sent another 100, and it reminded me, oh, yeah, you sent the kicks earlier. There we go. You just sent another 100, too? That's 300 you sent. Thank you. That gets us up to 28. And then we have a troll doing a $2 super chat. Thanks for that. Appreciate that. Okay. I received a $10 anonymous tip.